All right, you maybe are not interested in the East Palestine train derailment disaster anymore, but the chemicals from that disaster might be interested in you, so pay attention. It's been 16 months since the fiery crash devastated the small Ohio village near the Pennsylvania border. The disaster sent the train's cargo of vinyl chloride into the air, the water, and the soil. The community is still cleaning up today, and residents continue to face inexplicable health issues. Tests show that the chemicals are still lingering in the community, and now for the first time, there's research that shows just how far those toxins spread once they were set on fire. News Nation's investigative correspondent Rich McHugh's been on this story from the very start and joins us now live. Rich, I'm afraid to find out how far those chemicals may have spread. What have you learned?
Hi, Elizabeth. Well, the toxins spread to 16 states, over 500,000 square miles from the Midwest to the East Coast, where a third of our population resides. The headline here is that a lot more people were affected than we previously thought. Take a look. When officials burned 116,000 gallons of toxic vinyl chloride over East Palestine, the mushroom cloud smothered the entire region, turning the sky black, terrifying residents.
You ready? I'm ready. Let's get out of here.
A local hazmat official had this warning.
We basically nuked a town with chemicals so we could get a railroad open.
Now, new data proving their concerns were valid and just how far these toxins spread.
Most people don't realize how big this fire was and how far the impacts went. And we measured it over 16 different states.
16 states, from Wisconsin to North Carolina and up to Maine, not to mention Canada. David Gay with the National Atmospheric Deposition Program says the program has about 260 sites across the U.S. collecting rain and snow samples. He detected alarming levels of chloride, a direct result of burning all that vinyl chloride.
These were some of the highest, if not the highest, we had seen in the last 12 years. That fire touched a lot of points in the Midwest and the Northeast. We're all breathing the same atmosphere. That's a take-home story.
Just to put this in context, Elizabeth, I asked him, give me context for how big of an event this was. He said the last time we saw readings this high were in 2011 when the fire in Fukushima, Japan's Fukushima disaster. A week later, that all traveled here to the United States. That's how bad this is.
And that chloride in the atmosphere, how dangerous is that to people?
Well, he's not qualifying that. He's saying we can't talk about how this is possibly going to affect human life or how dangerous it is, but it is a direct result of the vinyl chloride. So they know that the chloride detected in all 16 of these states is from the vinyl chloride burned there.
And we're all exposed to it who live in the Northeast.
Yep.
My gosh, what does the EPA say about this report, Rich?
The EPA hasn't said anything yet. I just read something. They say they're reviewing it. You know, it makes you wonder, where is the EPA on this whole thing? From the beginning, they did not try and stop this burn, and here they are. This is data that should be coming from the EPA, Elizabeth.